The coronavirus might have its origins in the caves of Yunnan province, but make no mistake, nature did not create this crisis. We did. When we encroach on the natural world, we do more than cause environmental damage. The huge economic cost of the coronavirus pandemic is an illustration of a larger truth. We pay dearly when we destroy nature. The emergence of COVID 19 might have appeared as an act of nature, but it was entirely predictable. David Kuhlman explained why in his prophetic book Spillover Animal Infections and Next Pandemic, published in 2012. We disrupt ecosystems and we shake viruses loose from their natural hosts. When that happens, they need a new host. Often we are empty. New diseases, however, are just the beginning. From coastal erosion to the decline of natural resources such as fisheries and forests, the loss of nature carries a huge economic cost. WWF, the International Conservation Non-Governmental Organization, estimates that the total figure over the next 30 years could be as much as $8 trillion. The more important question, therefore, is what we can do. There, I think, are two answers, and neither will succeed without the other. The first is that we need to reset our relationship with nature by valuing it as the indispensable resource that it is. Rather than destroying our natural world, we need to apply nature based solutions to our greatest challenges and create more robust resilience to systematic shocks in the future. Examples include the restoration of forests, wetlands, and peatlands in our countryside to help regulate water supply and protect communities from floods and landslides. Other approaches include protecting and restoring coastal ecosystems such as reefs and salt marshes, which guard coasts from storm surges and erosion. For centuries, we have encroached on the natural habitats, but through collective action, we can help turn back that tide. What is missing then is my second solution: enough ambitious leaders who are willing to take bold action. Recent data suggests that the likelihood of our overshooting our Paris climate targets within the next 5 years has doubled. As the summer fires in Brazil and Siberia remind us, we are running out of time to avert a runaway climate crisis. We need to expand and accelerate our efforts dramatically. Given the lack of effective governance so evident around the world today, we need more than ever courageous business leaders to speak up and advocate for the right actions and policies, to use their voice and commitment to de-risk the needed more ambitious political action. While 2020 will forever be remembered as a year of pandemic, what will follow remains for now within our hands. We have seen what happens when we make nature our enemy. If we instead make it our ally, helping us to help ourselves, and in doing so, create healthy societies, resilient economies, and thriving businesses, we will have learnt the greatest lessons from this terrible period. The result will be a world that is not just safer, healthier, and more equitable, but one that is prosperous too. In last, I would like to say that by destroying nature, we destroy ourselves.